Hello, welcome back. We're going to do one more problem with calculating vector components. It's a very simple problem, and actually we've done one similar to it before, but I just want to make sure that you have your skills really in a good place before we go on to the more complicated things. Problem goes like this. Very simple. Find the x and y components of the following vector. The vector is a vector with a length or a magnitude of 300 meters per second. That's the length of the vector, at 45 degrees below the x-axis. So the vector is 300 meters per second, 45 degrees below the x-axis. Very simple question. Find the x and the y components. So again, first thing you always do is draw a picture, always. Even if you think you know what you're doing, draw a picture. Because even if you get everything wrong in your test, if you draw a picture, you'll probably get a few points. So you should do that. So the length, or the vector, is 45 degrees below the x-axis. So if here's the x-axis, below the x-axis is here. So 45 degrees, that's pretty close to it, like this. So this angle is 45 degrees below the x-axis, and then the vector itself has a magnitude of 300 meters per second. So what we want to do is we want to find out what the x and y component is. Now, the x component is going to be here, pointing in this direction, and the y component is going to be pointing down like this. The sum of those two components give, the mixture of those two give the total vector that we have, 300 meters per second. So there's a couple of ways you can do this problem. The first way I want to do it is I want to use the angle that's given in the problem, because like I told you, sometimes you're just going to be given an angle. So don't reinvent the wheel, use the angle that's given to you. Right? And then after we do that and get through with that, I'll kind of expand and show you something else that's important also. So if I'm going to use this angle here, then if you think about it, this dotted line here is going to define, I kind of ran out of space unfortunately. Let me kind of move this out of the way here. 300